last game though.
True.
They had
true.
the Spirit Breaker, the Doom, the DK. You know, this is
Pretty smart.
They're just looking to out-survive, and it feels like. Okay, so here we go.
You can't feed if you can't die.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's my. That's why I play Tree in my pubs. Oh look, Yapsol's got it pasted as well this time instead of Farter.
Nice. Oh, they're rotating it around. This is just there's such a positive vibe, and especially after yesterday with VP and Pain. I mean, I don't know if it was bad mannered or if it was just kind of a humor us Brits didn't get, but there was a lot of. RPs and overgrowth use on the ground, that sort of thing going along. So fountain diving, but nice for Secret to bring down a new dawn. When the sun comes up and Secret are a bunch of flowers ready to bask in our glow. Anyway,
Puppy gets a couple of deep wards down here right away at the start of the game with the smoke. Obviously, one in the mid lane, one in this bot rune area. But Newbee have placed a ward of their own in this mid lane, so I wonder which one, if any, either of those wards got spotted out.
Oh, this is cute. They've all warded in the exact same place.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Newbee and Secret, kindred spirits.
I think Puppy probably would have seen that ward by Newbee, that second one that got placed. Yeah, they do ping it out.
They're pinging it out. They want to go for it, but it's we're going to have to put on a lot of pressure onto these two heroes already here.
So they're actually putting the Abaddon in a 1v1 against the Tide, and then they're going in aggro lane with Ace. That's really interesting. So really doing a good job at... I'm not sure. I really don't know how good this is though against the Razor.
Especially a bit of action in the bottom. Rune does actually go the way of Kaka, but she will die in response to this as a Naga gets taken out by Yapsol. Once again, drawing first blood on this Leshrac.
My word. Yapsol just making sure. Yeah, worth making sure he has a good start on this Lesh. This hero does really well with farm, especially on a support position.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you don't have these massively greedy cores and like the Bristle and the Abaddon, it's going to be super good for terms of Lesh pushing out waves and things and getting a lot of gold for himself.
But mid lane, SCCC versus a mid one. I mean,
yeah, there's that D ward.
Yeah. Who does that go? I think it's pretty much Lena's lane, right?
Yeah, Lena should be bullying this SF really hard in the lower levels, but when the SF gets down at level 3, he can just last it with Razors. He's going to be fine. Just go back to the jungle after pushing the lane out.
Ooh. We have a static link and also a stun coming down onto the Jakiro, so a bit of split fighting going on here on this bottom lane. But this is going to be Mugi and Faith versus Ace, and I think we'll see the supports moving around quite a lot as Yamsa actually lands a free stun to Kaka there, who's joined up in this lane, so try versus try. Hey, let's go. Yeah,
there's a couple of really tanky supports on Newbee's side in the Jakiro and the Naga, so it might be difficult for them to bring them down. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really understanding this aggro try by Secret. I think it's really difficult to aggro try into a Razor.
Yeah,
especially like we said with these two tanky supports, it's going to be very hard. Mid one seems to be doing pretty well in this lane actually, though. He's got 8 souls already on this SF and 1.5 minutes into the game.
Not bad, not bad. Never doubt the mid one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure as the damage from that Dragon Slave starts going up, SCC will start doing a little bit more. More harass damage. It'll get tougher and tougher for mid one, but then again, mid one gets to soul damage as well. So I guess it comes down to right clicks versus magical. Bottom lane, we've got another Satanic Link coming down onto this Bristle. This does mess with the Bristle a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't mind his right clicks being drained because he's got that Bristle back, but at the same time, you don't really want to give Razor a ton of damage, especially when he's got supports he can hit on the Razor.
The main thing I don't understand about this aggro try is that you don't really win this 1v1 in the top lane between the Abaddon and the Tidehunter either. You kind of just trade farm, and Tidehunter's quite happy to do that, I think, and he's going to just push the lane out really quickly with the Anchor Smash, just go back to the jungle, farm there as well. He's going to be, really happy with how things are going in this top lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Fada's still going to get a decent amount from this lane though, right?
Yeah, he's going to be okay, but at the same time, like, he's not winning the lane, and when you have to do this aggro try, you kind of want to make sure you win this 1v1 lane in the other side lane, so
yeah.
Really interesting with how they've laned this so far, and I think when the Razor gets the level 2 link in the spot lane, I think Bristol's going to be in a lot more trouble.
Well, this bottom lane is like the action lane, isn't it? Like top, it's pretty sleepy. You got the 2 tanks, but down here, and actually we have a stun out onto the Jakiro as if by magic on cue. But Faith will chase them away. It's very difficult for them to actually finish off a kill.
Yeah, this is what I mean. They're so tanky. Like they have this frostbite into the split earth, and then the Bristle's like, I've got all my kind of bristle damage, like quill damage, which is a little bit, but
bristle
not for
damage.
Bristle damage, yeah. Quill damage, which is it's not burst damage, is it? Which we usually see in aggro tri lanes by like a like a Luna or something.
Yeah, and a frostbite thrown out. I mean,
oh my word,
this could be in trouble actually as the net and the static link come out. But what a stun from Yapsol.
But this is the level 2 link. Ace has lost 63 damage. Like, what does he do now? He kind of just has to wait back, and you look at the CS chart. Razor's 16 and 10. He's got 10 denies, and in this aggro try, that hurts so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you can kind of see how it's going with these last hits. You know, the Tide and the Abaddon trading equally, Lina and SF trading equally, but then you just got bottom lane, which is quite convincing for Newbee right now.
Oh, the TP though.
Net, but yeah, the TP will scare them away, and they don't really want to go for this. And Puppey's actually in as well. If they can get the stun off with the Frostbite, they certainly can. It's a lot of damage. Karka's going to fall for the second time this game.
Yeah. The good thing about this aggro try is that it kind of forces the Naga and Jakira to stay bot at the start, so it means SF gets this raw 1v1 that he really likes, so when he can build up those souls, not really afraid of getting ganked. Saw Kaka try to go for it there, but the rotations again from Yapzor and Puppey like last game, completely on point.
Okay, so let's take a step back. You know, we got these two teams coming against each other. Who's going to be looking for the earlier timings, and who's going to be looking to draw out this game a little bit, or is it all just going to be a big fight in the middle game to see who comes out on top?
I think Newbee, when they get their level 6s, that's their time to go, when they have the sleep and the Ravage, everything like that. I think they're really strong at that point in the game. They have a lot of magical damage. I think when they get the BKB on the SF and the Lesh, I think it's going to be a bit more of a problem. But the thing is, Secret have this wild card in the Abaddon where they have this defensive capability to deal with the net, like we talked about. They have to deal with the dual breath. I just think this Raze is going to be really controlling the tempo in the early stages of the game.
Oh, another Frostbite out and another Split Earth, and Kaka, well, getting deja vu right now in this middle lane as he goes down again to Secret.
Yeah, like their lanes are going okay. I don't think they needed to force themselves away from this bot lane. They really want to kill mid one. That's the big one, so that he loses his souls. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know how much you're going to achieve there, especially when Yapzor and Puppey are just staying around this mid lane as well to defend mid one so much. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I mean, Mugi, he's going to be a big problem in this middle game. Of course, Shield does not get rid of that static link. You can static link during Song as well if you get it off beforehand.
Yeah.
You can static link during Ravage, obviously, and at any point during Ravage you can use that. So I feel like he's going to constantly be having a lot of damage. I think he's going to build around the fact that he's expecting to have damage amped all games. So we might see something a little bit different from him this game.
Yeah, we could. And I think it's, like we said, it's just going to come to this point where basically Newbee is just going to 5-man early on, and I don't know what Secret do to that. They don't really have any. They have this SF that can push lanes out quickly, but I think Yapzor needs to be there to defend on the Lesh. I think they're just going to try and Newbee just going to try and take all the towers effectively.
Well, what they need is Shadow Fiend to get a really good start to this game and then be able to. Yeah, I think Ace is okay here. Yapzor might not be.
They got the split earth
He's okay. Yeah.
Yapzor's done a really good job of landing these split earths as well, by the way. Like
yeah, he doesn't need a setup. He's just on point with that completely.
He had the setup last game, but even this game, when he doesn't have the Frostbite to set up, it doesn't matter.
Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, he's his own setup. He sets up for Frostbite.
Exactly. Easy.
All right, little value shrine from Newbee here is get that sweet mana back up on the laner and get straight back to your lane and start throwing out those dragons.
Yeah, those 3 clarities on the laner being brought out. That's value.
You see that as the enemy mid laner, you say, well, is there any point even cancelling these? Because one after the other.
Lina just wants to push up the wave really quickly and then just go back and farm the jungle. You see SF's doing the same at the moment.
Yeah.
This is really effective as well because it means the supports can rotate in and get some XP if they need to. As you see Puppey. I love what Secret are doing here as well. They're stacking the Ancient Camp ready for the Bristle. So he can catch up in farm. He's had a hard lane. Doesn't matter. Just go back to the jungle.
Looks like he's actually going to go and hit it right now.
I don't think he can do this at level 3.
I think he's going to prove you wrong. If he sits here, then he's just going to get all of those bristles off, and well, we'll get back to him later. As Faster in the top lane finds himself under quite a lot of pressure from KPI, but it's not really an issue. Let's be honest. No. It's Abaddon versus Tide. No one's going to die in this lane.
Yeah, they're happy. KP's going for the hood first, while meanwhile the Farter's going for the Helm of the Dom on the Abaddon. Helm of the Dom obviously did get a bit of a nerf, but
yeah, it got slapped down a bit. I think it's now a bit more of a niche item, but we're still seeing it every game, so who knows?
That's true. I think it's still okay. Well, he is actually clearing it. Now he's cleared those regen creeps, it's going to be a lot easier for him, though.
Yeah,
that's the big one. Yeah.
He's actually leaving it to come back and take the... I'm not too sure. The farm's not that pushed up in his lane, so I'm not sure why he's leaving those.
Yeah, they are stacking the Ancient Camp again, though. So.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to leave so they could do that.
It's not really valuable for him to just sit there for 3 minutes, though, and just do Ancients,
True,
is it? So.
just the 3 big Ancients, so...
They do stack it again, there you go.
Bristleback finding his way back into this game, 1 Ancient Camp at a time. Root out from Kaka.
No follow-up, though.
Yeah, there is a static link going on somewhere, but... It's just chasing the
Farther's rotated here.
Yeah, Farther's getting involved.
I think the main difference again is if you look at the supports net worth, it's the same as last game. The Secret supports are so rich in comparison to Newbee supports.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, with Yapsor getting a couple of kills now as well, and the rotations coming in from them, you know, there's been no kills on the side of Newbee. There's been no gold to get a part of for their support, so that's the big difference, I think. In comes a TP to this middle lane as Ace rallies up, trying to defend their tier 1 tower, whilst Shadow Fiend is away doing other things down the bottom lane.
Here comes Yapsor with the wave clear to defend it. It's, you know, it's so easy just throw out that lightning storm.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, bottom lane is getting pushed in a little bit here, and I think Mugi might need a little bit of help if they want this tower to stay up.
Yeah, expect to see the Naga or the Jakiro rotate, and yeah, they are both heading towards bot lane. So
yeah, and with that Curse of Avernus as well.
Oh, here comes Selena though.
Speed, yeah. SCCC looking for it. If she times the ultimate correctly, she could just skip out the ultimate from Fata in return, but there goes an ulti from the Shadow Fiend, and now comes a Laguna Blade, and they will finish now off mid one.
They have so much burst damage with the Lina that it's really difficult for SF to just stand and fight there. Does get the ult off to try and help with the damage reduction, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, these nets are going to be problematic for him for sure.
So, top lane, Puppy. Look at Puppy just desperately trying to defend against KP in this top lane. So, please don't take my tower. I'm a little maiden.
She needs to make a sacrifice to the watermelon gods, but unfortunately, KPI just not bothered chasing him down.
I really don't like that KP's gone for a hood instead of a Helm of Dom here. I think I'd have much preferred the Helm of Dom here to really pressure the lane in very hard with a big creep. But we'll see. The hood is good against the SF and the Lesh though, and the CM as well. So
yep, hood is good. Yeah, that was actually probably could have summed up the last meta pretty accurately, as we did have a hood every single game. But with the nurse, we're not seeing it so much. But still, it's still a strong item on most heroes. Yeah.
So we'll have to see. So he's actually going for the 8th lens again on the Lesh. That's interesting. I'm surprised he's not going for the Yules first. You know, he does have the setup though from the Frostbite from Puppy. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not too much to worry about. I just like the Yules against the Razor as well. Obviously, if he goes in for the link, you can just Yules him up in the air, stop him draining that damage away. Hey, he's just...
You can also set up for your Shadow Fiend as well.
That's true. Yeah, oh god. SF Yules. Not again. Some pubs all the time.
Yeah, I think... what did they change about Yules to stop that being so popular?
Ooh. Okay.
The synchronized oop as Lina. Laguna Blades, Yapsor to no effect.
He did have a lot of zoning charges.
Zoning.
Yeah, zoning Laguna Blades.
Zoning Laguna Blades. That's where we're at.
That's where the patch is at, right? That's our patch analysis. What is Puppy doing?
Oh, Puppy. There is a Lina in the trees, and she is going to make short work of you, my friend.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't think those value right clicks on the tower from Puppy were quite worth it there.
Yeah, I think the logic was that SCCC would be going to hit some jungle creeps, so Puppy was like, hey, I can hit a tower here, who's going to be farming? But he was not farming.
S-Triple-C's like, what are you doing? I'm just going to kill you instead.
Well, Ace making value in the jungle, and Fata being chased down once again, finding KP in the in lane.
Maybe Puppy thinks he's playing a tanky hero like Spirit Breaker again.
Maybe that's it. I'm sure that's correct. TP's into the middle lane, but
this Tide is absolutely massive. What's he got coming out on the courier now? He has got the hood, but I didn't see what he was bringing out. Might be a 4-staff maybe. Might be okay.
Well, it's been stolen off him anyway by the Razor.
Goddamn Mugi.
So up at top, Mugi and Kaka hanging around, looking to get some sweet damage on that Razor, but
they really want to pressure this top tier 1 in as well. Take all the map control away from Secret that they can.
I feel like Secret needed to have done better in their lanes. I'm not saying the game's over right now, but it's with the heroes they've got. You know, if you choose to run an Abaddon and a Bristleback together in the same draft, then you need to have good lanes, because these are strong laning heroes which want to have an effect mid game. You know, they're not going to be the late game powerhouses. They're going to be the mid-game powerhouses who are going to want to run at you and get an advantage and just basically push down your base as soon as possible, to be honest. And right now, well, they're just kind of acting as space creators for mid one, who's actually going to run into Kaka here, and SCCC is here as well. This could be bad. Light Strike Array comes down, throw down the Laguna, not doing that much, and now the ultimate pops up. Kaka gonna pull out the song and just try and get out of this one, or is she? Yeah, Kaka's gone.
That was so close. Mid one almost got the raise off there to finish off the Naga, which would have been catastrophic, because I think the S-Triple-C on the Lina would have fallen as well. But that mid one was so tanky on that SF there, they just couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, I think that was some raindrops on him as well. I'm not sure if he's got a hood or something, because that was just, the magic damage did nothing to him.
I think he had 21 charges. Yes, 21 charges now, guys.
21 charges? What are you on?
Obviously, going up from 17 to 20 now on the 1 charge is pretty crazy.
Wow, new patch.
Because that item wasn't strong enough already.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't give you regen anymore, so
that's true.
You know, it's not quite as strong as it used to be, but I don't know. I still think the 20 charges is totally worth losing the regen.
Yeah, definitely. You just want that burst heal, don't you?
Yeah. Who on earth says, "Oh, I'm getting low on regen. I'm going to buy a ring of health"? No, I'm going to buy a wand. That doesn't really happen.
The thing is that at this point in the game, you talked about them being good powerhouses in the mid game, but does it matter? Because I don't think Newbee have the damage to be able to bring down the Bristleback, the Abaddon, and the SF at this point in the game. They're so reliant on this song into the Ice Path to take fight, into the Ravage to take fights, I feel like.
True, but I think that is enough to give Razor the space he needs. And also, you've got to remember, Eye of the Storm, you know, that's going to be doing, ticking away at their armor as well and make them a little bit easier target for him to bring down with his right clicks. SCCC as well, with that Fiery Soul.
Yeah, they really need Lina to have... Lina's not having a great game at the moment, though, and they really need the Lina to be doing much better than this, I feel like.
Oh, Laguna Blade onto the middle lane, and Puppey gets taken down again. Fata throws a couple of sword swipes onto Faith to avenge his fallen comrade.
I'm sure Puppey, this is tactical by Puppey, whenever Laguna Blade's up, he's just running mid.
Yeah.
Just tanking the Laguna Blade.
Yeah, exactly. If it's used on me, then it can't be used on my team. Exactly. Good guy, Puppey. What a guy.
So smart.
Well, in comes mid one to the middle lane, trying to get a bit of damage off onto SCCC, but won't be successful. Meanwhile, Fata also taking a bit of harass, but it's just hits. It's just shots over the bow. Yeah,
Secret really don't want to lose this tier 1 mid tower. It's so important for them to hold, because if they lose this mid tier 1 tower and they lose the top tier 1 tower, all of a sudden Newbee have their whole top jungle to try and work in and get some good ganks off with the Naga.
Karka's positioning is interesting here, just below the stairs. Don't think she had sight there. Now comes out a very nice ice path, but Karka's the one in trouble as the Requiem goes off and will be taken down by Fata.
Yeah, it doesn't have the song for 20 seconds to help him out at this time, unfortunately. And
I think need to let those vocal cords warm up.
Yeah, and this means that Secret are just going to push the other way now, so Newbee are going to lose their tier 1 tower by the looks of it.
Yeah. It's actually first tower to go down this game. 15 minutes in, and
no.
Beautiful stun onto the Razor, and Mugi gets taken down for free. Yapsaw, you just can't stop this guy. I think this guy knows how to party.
Yeah, does he have the taunt on Lesh? That's the question, because we haven't seen it yet. And then he is partying.
That's true. Yeah, we do need to see that.
And this is the Helm of Dom on the Abaddon that I'm talking about. They have this double siege creep in the mid lane now. My word.
A lot of push potential, but Newbee looking to wrap around from behind, seeing what they can do there, but going to find Yapsaw in the trees and get stunned up. Ravage to turn it around. Can they keep SCCC alive? They can for now, as he gets the... now the song to finish up as well. So much lockdown, they just can't find the kill onto this hero. And now the Ice Path going to rip through, but Fata's there to at least put the shield onto mid one and keep him alive a little bit longer, but is he going to survive this? Answer is no. He doesn't take down Faith with him, at the very least, but... Man, that was just the fact that they easily kept Lina alive there, just with the Ravage into Song as well, and then they were able to turn it around and get another kill.
Yeah.
Newbee looking all right now.
Mid one, just grasping onto the edge of the cliff there.
Jesus.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me, Faith. This is it. We're going down together. And obviously, Helm of Dom creep dies there. 200 gold now instead of 125, which is absolutely crazy. Oh, he did pick up the pipe on Tide, actually, so he didn't go for anything like a force. He's gone full out pipe first, which is really interesting.
I mean, it's very good versus the
SF.
Lesh. That's what I was looking for. Yep, Lesh as well. I guess he's also got a fair amount of magic output. So we'll see how that one pans out for them. I mean, it was very effective last fight at least.
That's
and their reset is so strong as well. You know, just get a Song up, get the Tide in, who's actually top of the net worth right now. Pop that pipe, and all of a sudden we're good to go. Round 2.
Absolutely. And Yapsaw going for the same build again. Has the Aetherlens going for the Yules as well afterwards. Like we talked about, why does he need the Yules? He's just hitting them all the split earths anyway. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's good. It's just a good point as any. It's just to save himself so he can land another split earth a bit later on, I think.
Yeah, that's true. So Fata picks up another catapult. Okay,
cool. Obviously has an affinity for catapults. Can't blame him, you know, they're pretty cute.
I mean, what you do in your own time's up to you, man. I'm just gonna leave you to that.
Okay.
And Bristleback has the Vanguard, by the way. He's picked up the Hood as well now, so he's super tanky. He has the Soul Ring as well, so much HP regen for him to work with.
Oh, 2 TPs into the middle lane, looking to defend this tier 1 tower. Very aggressive from Secret.
Look how furiously they defend it. This is crazy. Like, you are not taking this tower.
They're not even going to deny it. This is asserting dominance from Secret. This isn't a tactical play. This is just purely about the psychology of the game. You know, Puppey's just a master dude.
Oh, I love that mid one's built a Shadow Blade there, so we can look to build a Silver Edge in the future to deal with that Tide.
Yep.
And before he gets the Ravage off, I really like that.
Yeah. Nagasaran also going for the Glimmer Cape as well, which could be really key.
Oh, here we go.
Those engagements, but Secret.
Good deep ward from Puppey there is going to help them see a lot.
Having a little smoke. Who can they find in this jungle?
Varta's rotating in as well.
Yep, he's got a double damage as well. They find KP in the middle lane. Can they bring down the monster?
Body blocks
Look at that, Puppy just doing the work here. He's thinking he's using the Ravage, does cancel it in the end. And KP goes down.
40 seconds, no time. This is going to be a tier 2 already.
Tier 2. Yep, it's under threat, and Secret just go mid, you know? End mid, GG.
Is that it? Oh,
Yeah.
Are we calling it?
That's oh, that's their strategy. That's all they've got. Like, Puppy's got a big piece of paper in front of him which says go mid.
My worry for Newbee is that they've got this Naga Shakira, but we've only really seen the combo once where they killed the SF. But Faith died for it, so kind of wasn't even that big of a deal, was it? Well, they do turn around here, Secret.
Wow. Going on to Kaka. Kaka could be in trouble. Does have the song available. Will use it. A lot of damage coming out. And actually,
oh, Yapsa with the lightning.
Lightning jumping through and finishing off Kaka. Well, that is quite unfortunate, as Newbee didn't get the reset they wanted.
Oh, good ice
they wanted to set it up. Look at that ice path. KP coming in fast with the Ravage to follow it up. So much lockdown, keeping them still, but only able to finish off mid one. And actually, Secret, they've still got their tanky boys up. They're ready to go. And Faith, very low on the front lines, will throw out that fire just to try and make some space, kill some creeps, stop them pushing, and also retreat up to the high ground. It doesn't look like Secret are going to find another kill here. That's it, lack of damage. Once that Shadow Fiend is down, they just don't have the damage anymore. And
that's the whole kitchen sink from Newbee they've thrown at them, and they only lose the SF. One interaction we haven't talked about this game, actually, is the Abaddon against the Tidehunter, where when you get ravaged, you basically just pop the borrowed time, and you come out of the Ravage straight away and you shield somebody else, so that effectively you've stopped yourself from getting the stun from Ravage, and you stop somebody else from getting ravaged as well.
Yeah,
which is a really good way of dealing with it. I like this a lot. You saw he did it on the Bristle, that fight. It was pretty big.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Aphotic Shield doesn't really look that good this game, does it? Because everybody just gets stunned up the moment the Aphotic Shield's used on them anyway. So they've got more than enough things to throw at them to keep people in place. This mid one tower, come on. Let it fall, Secret.
The mid one tower, did you
Mid one tower. Yeah, it's his tower.
Okay, cool.
I call towers by names now.
So Ace, yeah, Ace really doesn't care about anything, does he?
So you actually got to think tactically about why are they trying so hard to keep this mid one tower alive? It's the TP point. It's a very important tower for them to keep alive, and with this tempo game they're playing right now, the ability to TP to that tower and get straight back into a fight is actually really important. And look at this Roshan, absolutely no vision for this one at all, as a Secret will probably get this for free.
Yeah, this goo is so good against the Roche.
Newbee making their way over. KP smells something's fishy going on.
They don't have Ravage
run into the pit, but they do have the Ice Bath, which is just as good apparently, as they lock 2 down there. Damage is out, but I feel like Newbee are just posturing here. They're just saying, get away. We know you're in here. Knocking on the door.
They have this goo, they have the armor reduction.
Well, Secret don't care, they're just going straight back in.
Yeah, I think they can just force this.
Moogie waiting, Puppy going to be spun out by Moogie here, but pop the BKB and actually going to kill Puppy in the front back lines there.
He pops the BKB for the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much this is worth it, but Moogie getting into the pit realizes he doesn't really have enough damage to finish him off, and now Secret, they get back into the pit. We're playing pit Okie Kokie right now, as Newbee forced back to their high ground once again. Moogie separated from his team, but Secret, if they go on him, then they're going to face a really rough Rebutal.
Ravage up in 10.
They're just buying time, Newbee.
5. There we go.
I mean, Secret, I think they're waiting for the Crystal Maiden to respawn, actually. Guess what? She can TP to that middle tower, so...
Easy.
Yeah, very big.
And this is so difficult for
this is such an important fight for both teams, so no one wants to commit. KP taking a lot of damage if they bring down this tide, but there is the song. It's going to catch everybody. KP, he can just sit exactly where he wants now, and there we go. The Ravage coming out onto all 5, and they're going to bring down mid one, but the return kill isn't quite going to go down. Yes, they will be able to kill KP. Yeah, mid one's just getting straight back into this fight as he gets in here, and the rest of Newbee have been chased away. In fact, Kaka could be in trouble, but how does this fight go down this way? I think they just want to get out and
the body blocks again.
Oh, Puppy, the man. Wow, no one's allowed to escape the Puppy this game. And
how does he do this?
It's so sick as well. When you're so slow on Crystal Maiden, your body block's like 10 times more effective.
That's very true. I've never thought about it like that before. Moogie goes in.
Faith with the Ice Path as well. Moogie's getting work done here. Look at this damage he's getting. Meanwhile, SCCC will pick off the Crystal Maiden on the backlines. Moogie just trying to finish off mid one here. Can't quite land the Ice Path. Now going up onto the high ground, but Moogie's taking a lot of damage. The triple race finishes him off. Faith having to get out of this one. This Roshan is over, and it is going to go the way of Secret, although SCCC still making a valiant defense. But what more can she do, really?
It's going to go down here, and that's so huge that mid one brought back and didn't die there.
Honestly, such a play there, but I feel like it was so greedy from Moogie. He should have just gone into the Roche pit with all of that damage. It would have been able to finish it off, but instead They wanted the dieback.
Look at Ace just standing between
he's just
Newbee
like...
and the Abaddon. That's crazy. Okay.
Get down, Mr. President.
Farther's the final boss. You have to go through me first.
yeah, your henchman. All right. So, Newbee, they're in a bad situation again. And again, Secret, these Roche fights, I mean, these objectives, keeping their mid tower alive, so that then I think actually the Shadow Fiend TP to the Shrine, but the Crystal Maiden TP to the mid tower. I mean, it's plays which seem weird. I think any other team would just deny that tower straight up, just like get it out. But no, Secret, they play Dota different.
They understand how important it is, and that's 2 BKB charges down by Mugi as well. So down to 8 seconds already, and he's only just purchased it. My God. And we saw how important the BK was last game for him on that troll. It's the same again this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, mid one might be in trouble here.
SCCC got 100. This is the Light Strike Array.
Unfortunate.
Mid one just smelt something off there and was getting out real quick.
Sniffed it out.
Yep.
Fart still has this catapult just following him around. It's so good for vision and pushing, and I was surprised it didn't get nerfed more than it did this Helm of the Dom.
Is siege health still a thing? You know, like there's different health categories for each area. There's building health, there's siege health, and there's...
What? I don't know.
This is like stupidly...
I don't think so. Oh, the ice path.
Bristle goes around the front to get off that Laguna Blade. Isn't enough damage to bring down. Look at this, just circling him, making a little cross around the Bristleback to take him down from all directions, and they will be successful in doing so.
Yeah, I think SCCC is going to go for the Silver Edge against the Bristleback as well. He does have the Shadow Blade of his own.
Yeah, that's really important for disabling that passive.
I actually think... Does mid one have the Shadow Blade on him? Yeah, he does. Right, okay. I was thinking whether... I don't think we've actually seen that too much from him yet.
Oh, Fassa just going to say, get off me, net. D-nets himself very quickly.
Yeah.
The catapult just being super annoying.
With the ult though. Here we go.
Just on the sidelines, going to slow them down, and there's a song. Just going to wait for that buff to run out. And guess what? KP's waiting. He's got the Ravager, though the route is there, but there's the Ice Path lined up perfectly. Mid one taking a lot of damage. Can he take down Kaka with him? No, he can't, but he's only the Aegis. And Kaka is very low indeed on that Nagasaran, so we'll have to get out. And now comes a Ravage straight away, and they bring down mid one, and they'll take down Kaka as well. Fata also going down. For Newbee.
Oh no, Yaxel gets picked off.
Oh dear. Well, actually uses himself back off, but I think he's dead here all the same, because the amount of stuns that you can throw out here is just ridiculous, and they'll take down another.
And this, I don't know, this is this team, this big team fight that we talked about. I love that he held the Ravage until after the Aegis got used as well. That was really big from KP.
And these two teams like bulls locking horns here. They just push back and then they push back again against each other. You know, it's very hard. But it does seem to be Secret just about in the lead. But after that fight, I'm not so sure.
They have the glyph available again. Oh my God.
Guys, the mid tower's gone.
This is a secret. The whole of Team Secret are crying now that they lost their mid tier one. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Proper burial,
man. They tried so hard. It was like their 6th member.
I feel like Secret are so reliant on this mid one SF though to do damage. Like
Puppy just...
Yeah, like this Bristle just isn't really doing anything in these fights. They're just ignoring the Bristle, and they just kill the SF instantly with every song into Ice Path. Then all of a sudden, Secret just lose so much of their physical damage.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it is always risky to leave that Bristleback alive, because he can always get off those quills on you, and after a while, that is going to hurt. But with this Silver Edge, that's just going to become even less of an issue. So they're just going to be able to, like, let him go, like, let him keep on using those quill sprays, and then just Silver Edge him so his passive isn't going to do it anymore. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that, but the Chikira dewarded there and got 153 gold because of the patch change. Whoa, Jesus. 50 gold swing. Well, now we know why these supports are so rich.
Exactly.
Yeah, so... just the Observer Wars now give money based on time as well as their original 100 gold bounty, right?
So it's an extra 2 gold per minute, so it's not really that much at all, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah. Just elaborating. We don't expect everybody to have read the patch notes, you know?
We're here for you guys, don't worry. Yeah. We will hold you in our sweet arms.
Dota support team, you know? If you're ever in a pub game and don't know what to do, just give us a ring. We're here. Just a phone call away.
Dota hotline. Yeah. That needs to be a thing.
Definitely does,
if you know, like, you can just Google things if you're not sure. There needs to be a hotline that you can call up if you've got a question about Dota.
Yeah. 0800 Dota 2. Dude, this is definitely becoming a thing after this tournament.
Chikira's level 16, by the way, because of this XP talent.
Yeah, bring things back on track. Good idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Chikira is very leveled, and that's going to mean a higher level macro power quite shortly, which is actually really big with these song setups.
Yeah, Chikira scales so well with his levels though, and when he gets to level 20 and he gets that GPM, obviously towards that level 25 you get the ice bar.
Could be in trouble here, does throw out that song, and guess what? KP is always ready with those Ravagers. Don't think he'll use it for this one, as a Puppy Coming in and out of sleep here.
Arthur's very quick, but yeah, I don't think he's quick enough.
Yeah.
There is the Glimmer Cape as well on the Naga.
Yeah, the Naga going back in. Dude don't care. Gonna get lightninged up and then miscoiled and just dies, so there's that.
Do you know what that was? Farta has the miscoiled damage talent, which is plus 60.
Okay, so Karka ran the maths but didn't do them correctly.
Exactly, because of the talent. So.
Taking every variable, guys. when you pull out that calculator, make sure you're taking every variable. Well,
KP's just... Oh, what a blink for a KP there. Yeah. Just before the Nova comes up. I don't know, I don't see how Secret are ever supposed to take a fight at this point in the game. Which I think makes it very, very difficult for them.
Counter initiation from Newbee is really, really big, but you know, with a couple of pickoffs, and I think maybe the next Roshan is going to be the kind of turning point of the game. If Secret can take it, they're in a really good position to win the game, but if they can't, then...
My problem here is that if they don't kill the Naga, I don't know how they win the fight. So, because of this sleep, the problem is, even if they buy BKBs on Secret, you can just sleep and ensnare them, and they just burst down whoever's BKB'd, because the rest of the team can't help them. So they really need to find a way to kill this Naga, but they don't have a lot of burst damage and great initiation. It's kind of like a Yules into a split earth, which Naga's going to be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I can survive that, that's okay. Especially with the rest of my team defending me.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so, Newbee on the aggressive once again. Still 65 seconds to that song's up, so they probably will just play around that.
Yeah.
Not afraid to rotate aggressively, though. This is the difference, right? Like, not that long ago in the game, they were scared to come out their base, but look at these wards they put down. I mean, they're just going Big Brother all up on Secret right now.
And what do you think that it shows? Like, you see that big circle around a certain area on the map, which is going to be very important in the next few minutes, I feel like.
Yes, the rune.
Yeah, that regen rune, the spawn top is very important.
No, we were in fact talking about Roshan. Someone really didn't clock on to that.
I meant the rune.
There are Dota players of all different skill levels listening, you know, and we're here to help. 800 Dota. Anyway.
So this
Roshan's look at the Dire Vision as well. I mean, they've just got really very little.
Yeah, there's a gem on the Naga as well, so they're doing a really good job of shutting Secret out the map now. They know how strong they are. They need to hit their timing now on Newbee, I think, and just try and take fights. Yeah, here we go. This is what I mean. They're going for the smoke. They have this song available. This is time.
It's song time.
Secret.
Showtime.
Oh, Ace.
Finds Ace. Net.
Oh.
Not quite landing. I think Ace just came out of view there. Now 4 starting forwards, they really need to get this net off. They will be successful in doing so. Fata is just farming by the creep wave, but I think we'll TP out as he watches Ace just
S-Triple-T has the silver edge. Yeah. With that silver edge coming in, Bristol's like, oh, I'm not a hero anymore.
Yeah. So, the entire point of my hero is gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
What am I supposed to do?
I'll just quill some things and try and feel good about myself.
Let's hope it's all better tomorrow. It's okay.
Bottom tower denied, and it's actually, so talking about TP locations and stuff, it's actually fine to deny this bottom tower because you've got the shrine up, so it doesn't really matter. It's still a decent teleportation point.
So they haven't even used the Ravager or anything, and this is what I mean. They get the Bristle kill, and they're like, okay, well, we have really good vision around the Roche area.
Ooh, Baden's got Radiance. Has been farming.
Yeah, he's quite happy with the way his game's been going. Like, I don't know what else he would build this game that would really help them.
He's got the Blade Mail queued up, which is interesting.
I mean, he could... I don't know what else he would build. Obviously, the Radiance damage is good in the sleep while they're casting the sleep as well. So, again, he's just being that tanky frontliner that is going to deal as much damage as he can with the Radiance.
I feel like something like an AC wouldn't be a bad pickup on him, just to help out his Shadow Fiend a little bit, help out the rest of his team, and try and get themselves a couple of auras going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yapsaw could be in trouble, using that Pulse Nova in the Yules just to try and get out as much damage as he can before he goes down. But unfortunately, will go down all the same to Karka.
So that's twice now that Newbee just pick off these Secret heroes that they're just pushing the lanes out. Secret doing a good job of just trying to avoid fights at this point, though, because they know they can't fight them head on.
KP straight into Roshan, and with that medallion, they are looking to go. We'll need a little bit more damage from the Lina, and perhaps the Razor as well.
Look at Naga's quick buy. I don't know if you saw it. She's looking towards building an Ags on the Naga, which is really interesting.
Ooh, yeah. So we've been seeing that a little bit more commonly lately. Really big though, especially in these kinds of games. You know, Requiem's used. Everybody's low on health. Just sing your gentle song and let everybody get their spirits back up and get that health regen coming through. And all of a sudden, the fights are completely reset. And when Secret have used so much,
it's like when I sing to you before bedtime, isn't it?
Just like that, absolutely.
Fine, yeah. I think it tends to be a thing on more of the Chinese players. When they play Naga, they like to go for the Axe. I think the EU players are like, no, we want Meteor Hammer. The Chinese players are a bit more conservative with the views.
We would like regen, and the EU players are like Meteors, boom.
Memes. We love memes in EU. That's fine.
Sure do. Although, I don't know, Chinese memes are pretty fresh.
That's true. That's true.
I think they have the superior meme game, to be fair.
So that's the Silver Edge on the SF now to help deal with the Tidehunter. Again, I don't think the Tidehunter is the one they need to bring down. I think it's the Naga.
Yeah, and the Naga is a real issue. If they can't jump on this Naga and take her out, especially when this gets his axe, I mean, you know, well, it's not actually that far away. It's 1,000 gold away for Kaka, so... Yeah, if they can't take out this Naga before the fight, then they basically can't really commit to anything, because she's just going to sing and reset the whole business. Yeah.
So Lena's got the Aegis here, running around with the fresh BKB. Quite happy to just be by herself, pushing out these lanes now with the BKB.
Yeah, and, you know, looking at the gold per minute there and seeing the Shadow Fiend on top, but not on top of net worth because of the deaths.
Yeah. Jakira has 150 or 120 on Jakira. I think it's 150 GPM. And Puppey has this 120 GPM talent on CM, so nobody is going to be poor anymore.
Woohoo! Communism. Right?
Yeah.
That's how that works. Everybody's equal on farm.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Newbee going to get their smoke pop by Yapsaw, who force staffs away and is able to avoid the gank, but maybe mid one's not going to be so lucky as they get Yules up, but popping the BKB and doesn't get stunned up by the Ice Path. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you can. It's one of the most annoying things about playing Jakiro. When you Yules into an Ice Path and they can still get their BKB off. It is infuriating.
Yeah, that does seem... Because surely when you come down from the Yules, you're frozen in mid. No, I guess that's like one frame tick.
Maybe you don't get frozen. Like in real life, you don't get frozen straight away, do you?
True,
it slowly goes into you. So.
Yeah, within 3 frames or whatever.
Because Dota's so much based around real life.
Yes, as we see Fata absorbing all damage, which turns into health for him. Now gets frozen up himself. Light Track Away going to come through, but this is a kill.
But again, Secret just dodging fights all the time. Newbee doing a good job of picking them off, but look at bot lane. Mid one's like, oh, I'm just going to push bot lane in now instead, and you're going to have to come and deal with this.
Yeah, Newbee have really reached a peak right now, and Secret just want nothing to do with them.
Yeah, they're doing a good job just pushing lanes out. Obviously, Blitz has been making videos about this recently. I think it's about a week ago now, about the importance of shoving out lanes.
Sure.
And
I'm sure the players have probably picked that one up themselves, but yeah.
but in terms of, this is a good example of what Blitz was talking about this game, I think.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, look at this wave clear, though.
It's fairly potent, and
oh, mid one.
Yeah, do they actually see him though? Did they have the sight?
Oh, there's a dire sentry there.
Yeah, Lena's going to walk into it with a stun to follow up, but there's the song BKB used.
Oh my god, the 3-man Ice Path.
Very quickly, but look at that Ice Path with, oh my god, all the damage coming out here as SCCC with that BKB just going crazy and taking out all 3 heroes. Oh my lord, that was a lot of damage.
What a combo.
What a combo. And very, very quick there. I thought the BKB was a mistake, but actually they're just able to quickly get that Ice Path down, quickly cancel the song, and very, very nicely done from Faith there just to immediately throw it down onto 3 heroes. No hesitation, because time was of the essence when that BKB is ticking at seconds away. And now Newbee will claim their victory, which is going to be a tier 3 tower. Is it going to be any more? Well, Fata's just getting straight into their faces with this... Blade Mail, but Mugi's seeing all this damage, and I mean that'll be the ulti forced out.
Yeah,
KP has the Ravage.
Like,
yeah, he's like cooking it up.
Newbee
just saying, I've got this, guys.
Newbee are quite happy to just back off here. I think there's no need to take a fight when they're respawning. I love how the Dire just they like, oh, group up for the photo, family photo, and Jakira's like, no, Ice Path. Yeah, thanks for grouping up, guys. That's
yeah, absolutely
very unfortunate.
And but one thing I also like is, you know, we've heard of the Puppey Black Hole, where he picks Enigma, doesn't use Black Hole game because the threat of the Black Hole is the biggest thing to worry about. But in that fight, we had the KP Ravage.
Yeah.
He was just holding on to it. He was even cooking it up, you know, animation cancelling. And trying to bait out a Secret a little bit there.
I'm very disappointed that he's animation baiting the Ravage, but then not taunting at the same time as well. That's very disappointing.
That's true.
That's a 0 out of 10 from me.
We're too polite, apparently. Chinese, EU, too polite. You got to go over to the Pain Gaming and VP for that sort of thing.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at this net worth out now, Ace just hasn't really been able to achieve anything, and I don't know what this Bristol pick was supposed to do, because the laning stage is hard for it against the Razor. Gets to the mid game and he's like, well, I still can't do anything because I'm against this really good mid game fighting lineup. Gets to the late game and I'm like, well, I'm playing Bristleback now and I'm in the late game, so what am I supposed to do anymore?
Yeah, and with his Silver Edge, he can't even sit on the front lines,
no.
So it kind of just makes them very, very awkward. I also like the Lina pick just for that. I feel like they did actually, that was part of their choice to pick Lina. Just to get that natural Silver Edge builder on the team.
And then she is going for that. She's got the Chrysalis on the Lina.
Pick up on the Tide as well.
Yeah. Lina has the Chrysalis as well for the extra physical damage. Probably going to go for that Daedalus. Might be a Bloodthorn. I don't think that's too bad actually against the Gets the Abaddon. If you get the break off and the silence, he can't use his ult. Oh,
yeah,
Ace is in trouble.
He is certainly that. Now getting his damage taken as Mugi just so fast, able to stand in front of him and not care about the bristleback of the TPM from Puppey into the Song. Ravage available, and there we go. We're going to use it. Take down Puppey, take down Ace. Fata, he's going to pop the ulti mid. We're coming in from behind, but there's a cheese from Mugi. Now the stun out, just keeping Fata still whilst they deal with other problems. Now they'll turn it back around and take down Fata. Not able to find anybody else, it looks like, but Secret are falling apart at the seams here. Can't recreate the success of last game.
Yeah, obviously we talked about them. Okay, never mind. Yapsor wants to interrupt me here. He's like, I'm just going to suicide for this creep wave that some of them still live. It's fine.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. I mean, it's worth it if you can kill the creep wave because you just stop the push.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he didn't manage that. But I don't think they'll go mid anyway, just because there's only one barracks left. It's not really worth pushing.
Faith leads the charge here though as well. Sitting on 500 health. He's come on guys, let's go. Please push end. It's like me and my pubs playing Jakiro. Please, guys, let's please just end the game.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Look at them. They're actually going for the tier 3 here. We're pushers now, apparently.
Yeah.
Mid one just forces out Jakiro, who nearly falls.
SCCC has to go and deal with the bot wave though as well, so it's going to be a little while before she's SCCC's back up here again.
I'd like to know what they're saying to one another here. If anybody's watching on epiclive.gg, let me know if the Newbee players are shouting at each other as the Tide just runs in here. Nice and now with the damage, they'll actually be able to take out Puppey, and KP looks like he's going to actually survive. Mugi, no fear at all on him as he runs straight into the base, and this is going to be a buyback on the Crystal Maiden.
Oh my god, Puppey.
Puppey, baits them all out.
Sure baited.
Yeah. With the previous TP into the Song, that was all tactical, setting up for that moment, then he can bait out more spells because they thought he was actually going to do it, the Madman.
Yeah, this we talked about whether Newbee might go for the Naga this game. They're playing it so well, and I'd be surprised if Secret let them get it again next game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, Roshan, he might spawn in a minute. He might spawn in 4 minutes. We shall see.
Jakira's actually going for the Ags as well. Why does Jakira have no boots?
Because they're in his stash, obviously.
Yeah, but he was dropping them before. I have a really bad feeling somebody else might have picked them up. Okay, well, poor Faith. He's actually got phase boots instead now at this point.
All right, so he said, well, screw you. You destroy my boots. I'm gonna get better boots.
Time for memes.
Fancy, cool boots.
I mean, it's really good at giving him movement speed around the fighters, though, too. I don't mind it too much. And he can become the right-click damage carry now against the...
I mean, just with the Song getting into position for the Ice Path, it's like super useful. Yeah, so I'm all for stacking movement speed.
I don't know, Ace is having... I don't know how many times I can say it. Ace is having such a rough game, and it's not really a place for this bristleback. With the Vessel, the Ags, and the Glimmer Cape on the Naga as well, how do you bring her down?
Yeah. I mean, full credit to Mid One. He's managed to stay toe-to-toe with the top farmers in this game. Being on the losing side, that's always impressive, but at the same time, what's he actually going to do with this farm? You know, it's very, very difficult for this Shadow Fiend to really pull off anything this game with this Song and with this Ravage. Yeah.
I wonder if SCCC has gone for the Bloodthorn or the Daedalus.
Minimum Roche timer, I think that was, as they run inside this Roshan, and yeah, Secret, they have no idea.
I mean, even if they did.
Or they must just not decide to go for it. And I think that's, is that KP with a Refresher Shard?
I believe so.
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah.
So 2 Ravages now, so... You know, Song and Ravage is very difficult to deal with. Song and 2 Ravages is even more difficult to deal with.
That's how you counter the Abaddon counter to the Tide. So you know where he borrowed times himself and then shields somebody else, you're like, haha, fool! And you ravage them again.
Okay.
That's the counter. Gotcha. I don't know, this...
oh, Puppey.
Yeah, Puppey's just trying to push the lanes in. And Kaka's
screaming.
Like, oh, I see you, poor maiden.
Gonna try and TP this one. Is she gonna get it?
Oh my word, that was close.
Very, very close, but unfortunately. Actually gonna throw out an ulti as well.
Yeah, why not? Might as well.
No,
freezing field.
One hits him with a crit.
What was the freezing field?
Crit him or Laguna? I didn't see.
What was the freezing field patch change? Mid one.
Just finding Jakiro here. Jakiro did not get a room which saves his life, so he's just going to go down.
Yeah, that's big though. 900 seconds, no Jakiro, so that's really going to hurt them because they don't want to push without Jakiro for the Song Ice Path combo, and that buys them time.
Getting that pesky dragon out of the way, always important.
Okay, well,
all right.
Faith's like, well, I bought my phase boots, I've had enough.
Yeah, I mean, these buybacks on sports are so cheap at this point in the game now. Yep. Since that patch came out.
Oh, this double ravage! Look at this.
He just doesn't care. I mean, we saw how much damage Mid One did to the Jakiro before, and like KB doesn't care.
I love this Faith buyback though, because he knows they have the Aegis, so they really want to force the fight now. They don't want to wait any longer. And they get the D ward onto that cliff. So now Secret don't see anything anymore.
AC coming out from Mugi also.
My word. This is go time for Newbee. I think if they win this fight, the game's going to be over, so Secret have to put...
It's very difficult to see how Secret can survive this one.
He needs to put up one hell of a defense.
Well, let's see what happens. Mugi running in. He has got that BKB available should he want to use it. Static Link has already been used, though. He wants to combo the two together, but now comes out the Song, getting all 5 heroes. Yeah, they're picking out the right heroes here, and there comes down the Ice Path, and they take down both of them so easily. Requiem comes out. It's just not doing enough, though. Mid one going down. Fata, well, he's got the ulti.
That's
another
the first Ravage. That's the first one.
First Ravage, sorry, yeah. First one was a Song. And now Fata, well, he's popped the Blade Mail, but what really doesn't matter? SCCC going down a little bit low here, but the buybacks are coming out thick and fast. No buyback actually available in the Shadow Fiend, so I feel like this game may be reaching the end for Secret.
Oh, come on. What have they got anything left in their tank? I think it's going to be super
too
difficult.
much still available on the side of Newbee.
It wasn't odorless.
Yeah, in comes Fata. You know, he's got the... He will be able to take down the leader, but there's GG called from Puppey. Game number 2 goes to Newbee. We're going to game number 3.
Wow, what a performance though from Newbee in last game. Obviously they must have regrouped and said, well, back to the Naga strat. Time for us to go back to what we know.
Yeah.
Easy.
Get that Naga out and they win.
Easy.
So, you know, here's us smack talking them for picking Naga.